Alright guys, welcome back to another exciting video. As you guys can see from the title and thumbnail, we're going to be replacing the clutch cable. What you want to do first, or what I'm going to do first, is I'm going to drain all that transmission fluid and I'm going to save it. I'm going to reuse it because it's kind of fresh. It still barely has like 200 miles. So I'm going to go ahead and start with that. Draining the transmission fluid, and we'll take out the little dipstick that it has over there too. So we're gonna see how bad it is. If it's pretty dirty, then I guess we'll put a fresh quart in there. If not, I'm gonna reuse it, but we'll see right now. It's pretty fresh. I can still see it's kind of clear. I know the lighting always sucks in here, so we're gonna reuse it. Clean that bowl there, so we should be fine. I'll leave that in there. So while that runs down, I'm gonna go up here and remove the dipstick, which is right in there. I'm sure you guys know. You can leave it in there as long as it's chilling in there, it's fine. But we don't have to fully take it out. Leave that to the side. Okay, and then I'll show you guys the cable right now so you guys can see. Look at the cable. Just on this last thread. Luckily I didn't get stuck somewhere out there in the road, but I started noticing that I couldn't hit neutral. And what else? Which was the other one? When I would like press the clutch in, it would still want to roll, and I just kind of told myself, let me check the cable, see if it needs to get lubed up. At first I thought it was the shift lever, because I always got to move it around so my shoe doesn't like kind of fit sometimes. So I had to readjust it, and I thought that was going to be the issue, but good thing I ended up looking at the cable. We're going to go ahead and just leave the cable here for now. My biggest concern is that you're gonna have to take out your exhaust in order to get to the transmission cover here, because you're gonna get these screws out, and this is where the cable is kind of connected. So let me get the tools so I can remove the exhaust. So I wanted to do it off camera. I don't want to make this video super long, but it has two nuts and bolts, two here and then two in the back. You should be able to just pull it out and then disconnect the cables. See, it's coming apart. The whole bike falls, imagine. So they're on some two long bolts here. Oh, you know what? This damn thing here, it has a bracket. So I guess I need to undo it too. So yeah, so it has two bolts right here. Unless I can just take off this one. I want to change the exhaust, but I guess go with the flow of this exhaust. I want to put something different. Seems like outdated. There it is. All right, so I just realized we have enough space to take out the transmission cover. We're gonna go ahead and take it off. So kind of make note of where your bolts are going. So these are longer screws or bolts, whatever you want to call it. This is why you want to take off the exhaust or kind of move it out of the way. You want to be able to have enough space to take out this cover here. Okay, so this one's long screw too. I gotta bring back the tray because there's gonna be a mess falling right now. Unless it already drained. All right, so we're on our last bolt right here. So this is gonna come off right now. Long screw. And then it should come apart. Oh, that shit's nice and sealed. This is what we gotta work with right now. You gotta disconnect the old clutch cable. But you also gotta see where this, I forget what it's called, it's a clamp. So it's thicker on this side. A lot of videos that I watch shows that the thicker side has to be out, and all the thin part, you have to push it back in somehow. So I'm gonna grab some pliers and see if I can take it off. This is holding it in place. Once I take that off, the bottom part is gonna come off, and then we're able to unloop the cable there. All right, we're back on. Struggling with the pliers here, or the what? Ring pliers. So we're gonna see if these help out. Same shit. Oh. All right, guys. After wrestling with the damn ring here, this damn ring, Gotta go bust a mission, get some pliers. Do not buy these Harbor Freight, save a buck. These don't work. So we got the ring out, whatever it's called. I'm gonna put it to the side, and now we can just remember how everything goes. So now you're able to take this out like this. Don't lose those little, what do you call them? Those bearings. So we can get it out, just like that. Watch the all fall right now. So now you can flip it around. You want to loop it like that. Same thing to put it back on. You kind of hook it like this. Once you put it back on, then you turn it. But since we're trying to get the cable out finally, we'll take it out like that. Like this, comes off like that. And then this little part comes right off. This is what holds the cable. Put it off to the side. Now, finally, push this cable back. You want to grab your wrench, 9/16. Is it 9/16? Yeah. And then you want to undo the clutch cable. See if I could do it with my hands all oily. God damn, it's just tight. All right. So now that we got the transmission basket kind of loose off the cable here, turn it until it comes off. And it should come off already. There we go. And that's your clutch cable. So now, damn, we wrestled that thing. Look, it's all fucking chipped. We should be good though, because the ring falls in here. Should be fine. We got the damn cable out, finally. Let me see if it has an O-ring, because, yeah, it has an O-ring right here. I don't know if it's picking it up. We're going to replace that once we get our new one. I mean, once we get the, what is it called? The new clutch cable, we're going to be replacing it. So what do you want to do? Just so it won't leak and then you have a new cable and all that. We're going to go ahead and switch it out. It didn't seem that bad, but I don't want it to leak. So we get rid of it. Remind yourself, don't forget to put back the O-ring. Okay, that's good for now. So we come on the bottom, you gotta see kind of where you have your cable at. You wanna put the new one exactly the same way. So it runs through here. It runs under the frame of the bike and under the bike. Is it picking it up or no? Kinda. And then you just push it out one way, like that. And then you wanna come around the other side. So we pull out cable. There we go. This shit almost hit the tank. You could have dented it. So this is your old cable. This is an aftermarket one. I like this little sleeve that it had. The other one's not gonna have it. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna wait for the other part. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna measure the other one, but I know the other one that I got is way longer than this one. So yeah, stay tuned for the next part of the video. We're just waiting to receive the clutch cable. Should be getting here tomorrow. But yeah, stay tuned. Recap. Run your cable the same way you had your old one. You want to replace your gasket. Make sure you replace it. And also there's a washer in here. Let me show you guys before I start screwing it on. There's a washer in here. There was a washer in there. You want to replace the washer like that. You don't have to put Loctite on this, but you can't really over tighten it. So just be extra careful. Take your time. You'll feel when it's gonna stop spinning. You'll see it. Whoa. There. You don't want to over tighten it. So that's pretty much good right there. So after you're here, want to pull out the cable, the clutch cable, and we're gonna readjust everything. Okay, so now that you're here, you want to go back. If you remember how everything went, you put the little bearings in here. It has a little groove or little lip right there, whatever you want to call it. You want to place it same way where it came from, like that. I don't know, the light kind of sucks, but it's gonna go in there like that. Now you grab this little thingamajigger, whatever it's called, this part here, which you're gonna connect the cable onto. The ring's the last part, your favorite part. We were fighting that damn ring the other day, yesterday. You grab on the cable. Sorry, the lighting sucks. It has to lock in. It has to go in like this, just like that. You don't want to just act like you did it, but it's not on right, because once you pull that clutch, it's not gonna grab and you can probably have an accident. So that's why you just want to be patient with it. Take your time. It's just that this thing's not going through. Alright, now that we got it latched in, what you want to do, don't forget your little bearings here, like that. And this part right here goes in this way. There, so you want to pull it back. And it wants to sit on the side here. Having trouble because it's really slippery. So you see that movement right there that it did? And you want to test it out. You want to pull out the clutch. You want to push it back in, push it out. You want to leave it towards the inside. And you want to get your beautiful ring that you've been fighting the whole day with. So you want to start it off on one side. Okay, you want to grab your ring pliers and just hope for the best. You want to get it into these little grooves in here. I don't know if you can see it. The camera's picking it up. It's little grooves right there. You want to get them to clip in there. Once that happens, it should be good. No. My hands are all oily too. It's going to take you a few tries, but... Wait, where did that thing go? You don't want no debris stuck in your transmission. Alright guys, I did it off camera because I needed more like elbow space and I didn't want to block the camera, but we got the ring. You want to push it back to where you guys found it, which is kind of somewhere out there. So you want to kind of like clamp it down again and turn it. You want to check your owner's manual. You guys will see where it should go. As long as it's up here, it should be good. See, just like that. So yeah, once you got everything back on, you want to check it. You want to kind of give it a pull just to make sure it's working properly and nothing's going to jump out. Seems good. You want to go ahead, make sure you kind of put it together like this. Okay. There, hopefully nothing leaks. So you want to go back to your bolts and you want to put a little dab of Loctite. So we'll do that right now. Just hand tight. We'll do one on the top and then we'll do another one on the bottom. You can do a star pattern as well here, just so the seal won't have any gaps that can leak from. Top, side. Alright, so the transmission cover's back on. You're gonna need Loctite, but one little thing I want to tell you guys. You want to tighten it from the cable here, just a little snug. Now that we kind of snug this cable here, the clutch cable, we'll snug it with the wrench. No, I don't even know where I left it at. Is it this one? Yeah. You want to go up. And you want to stop right where it's kind of like snug. You don't want to over tighten it because you'll rip the thread there. You cross thread it and then you'll start leaking clutch fluid. So now we're going to go ahead and put back the transmission bolt on the bottom so you can throw in your fluid. And I'm going to reuse it because it only has like 100 miles on it or 2. So I don't recommend it, but you guys do whatever you guys want to do. It's a snug fit. And now, check out your transmission dipstick. You kind of want to clean everything here in case you want to keep an eye out. Make sure you don't leak any fluids. So in case you do leak, you'll see it down here, which you shouldn't, but you never know. Grab our oil. So you want to go ahead and put in your oil. Bolt, it's on. This is tight. Your oil goes back in. And if it starts leaking, that means that something's not on right. So we just let it drain because I feel like we lost a lot of oil. Just leave it there a few minutes. So leave that there. Now we're gonna bring down the bike and readjust the cable. And then after we readjust it, we can go ahead and put back the exhaust, or we can just put it back right now. All right, so we finished the hard part down there. So now you wanna grab your cable. It's gonna be a little kind of be wrestling with it. Your guys' clutch basket here is gonna be different. I got the one finger, and I did hear it has bad reviews, and that's not the reason why my cable broke. It lasted me 2 years, so there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe it's just time to get a new clutch cable. So you wanna have enough slack so you're able to move it around. What I did was down here, I closed the whole clutch cable there. You want to close it out because if you have it open, then it's the cable's stretched out. So you want to close them so you have enough cable. So now you have somewhat of a play there. Perfect. I want to grab your clutch, and you also, well, mine's different than whatever you guys have. I'm gonna bring in the cable like that. And now you want to bring in this little piece right here. You want to close it out like that. You grab your little screw. Just put a little bit of Loctite. Now your clutch, little loops in there. You want to get a little snuggeroo. The snug should be good. No, that's not going anywhere. I feel like it has a lot of play. It's almost kind of long too. I can probably run it behind the bags here. Because before I just had it like up to here and it was perfect. Unless I can slide it back down a little bit and have some extra play. But we'll try to get it in there right now. There. So go back in here. This is why you need the cable to be free. All right, so yeah, that's how you pretty much adjust your clutch cable. It's gonna be different for everybody up here, and that's how you install it. Thanks again for watching. More videos to come. See you guys in the next one. Peace.